We are the Bro Force Squad podcast, and we don't have to have the lasso of truth around Geiger because he is going to give us the truth as he sees it. Guys, this is our spoilers review of Justice League. You guys know our criteria, so let's get right into it. We're going to start us off as our DC guy, Matthew F. Geiger. Please start us off with the cast. What'd you think?
Yeah, I am the DCEU guy. Jeff, wipe that fucking smirk off your face. I don't even want to see it. All right, first off, I'm going to start with the King of Kings, Bruce Wayne, Batman, Ben Affleck. Listen, I know there's a lot of rumors going around. I'm on his side, man. I don't blame him for leaving. He didn't want to be Batman in the first place. He was given a script. It's called BVS. Heard of it, seen it. Everyone has their own opinion about it. But he wanted to play The Dark Knight Returns Batman Bruce Wayne. But because of the internet wimps and bitches out there, this movie got totally turned around and he did a lot of jokes, did the Playboy, almost George Clooney-ish Batman from Batman and Robin. That's not what he wants to do. He's probably going to be out, and honestly, I don't fucking blame him because the Bruce Wayne he played in BVS, I loved. Probably my favorite Bruce Wayne adaptation ever, before Keaton, before Bale, and all that. Switching gears, my boy, Jason Momoa. He was as advertised, guys. If you liked him in the trailers, if you love Jason Momoa like I do, he plays Arthur Curry, Aquaman, fucking perfect. He is, I can't remember who said this, but he is the Wolverine of this franchise for sure. He's a badass. If he does make any jokes, it's within his character. Let me say that again. It's within his character. He doesn't go way out of left field to be funny. He is just funny because he's a badass and the people he's around or whoever he's fighting, it just makes it funny. He was perfect in this movie. Those are my two. Jeff, I'll throw it to you.
The lasso of truth for Geiger is too Corona lights, and then you get any honesty. I'll be brief here. Ezra Barry Allen was atrocious, an abomination to film. And it's not that the jokes were bad, he just isn't funny and doesn't have much charisma. But two people who you know are going to knock it out of the park, Jeremy Irons, one of the most underrated actors of our time, love him as Alfred in this, and Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman. I know that that's low-hanging fruit, but guys, she is a treat to watch every time. And also Gal Gadot, still waiting on a lot of unreturned text messages. Banner?
It's kind of rude that you don't text us back, actually.
Yeah. I'm going to make this quick. I thought Ray Fisher's Cyborg was amazing. I was a little worried because his origin story it's not enough to be its own movie, I don't think, but it's very intriguing, it's very compelling, and it's rooted in this movie. And I thought he did a fantastic job of portraying that what his character really was. I thought he did a great job. I really liked the emotion that he gave throughout the whole movie. And guys, let's just have an open forum here. Ezra Miller just sucks, right?
Yeah, he's terrible, and he's not Flash. If you liked him, you need to read a Flash comic. He's not Flash. That's not Barry Allen. Barry Allen's kind of more, if you want to compare him to somebody, more probably Deadpool than he is Spider-Man. And I think they more tried to play him like the Spider-Man movie that came out, which is fine. I mean, that's Peter Parker, but that's not Barry Allen. It's just not.
But he was really funny, right?
God. Let's have Kevin Hart be Barry Allen then, because he's fucking hilarious.
Now
So make fun about how he's short.
Now you crossed the line.
All right.
Banner?
Let's keep moving on here, guys. What do we think of the story? Geiger, again, being our DCEU expert, we're going to throw it to you first on this story. Go.
Okay, guys, leaving this theater, I really hated this fucking movie. But on the way home, I did some soul searching. I talked to my two bros who are a Marvel fan and a Fox fan, X-Men fan. And I asked them what they thought about it after I went on a rant. And they said it wasn't that bad. And I think I need to look in a mirror. I need to lower the bar. Nolan is gone. He's not coming back. Those movies are not going to fucking happen again. We had our run, just like X-Men had their run. And now, we had some recruiting violations or something, and we're just not going to be in the top 10 anymore. DCU films are as follows. It's a fucking story that should have been told with 3 movies coming prior to it, but they're all going to just combine it into one. One person is terribly fucking miscast, which fucks up the entire film. Eisenberg, Will Smith, Ezra Miller in this one. Depending on what the haters say in the movie prior, the next movie is going to have that shoved down your fucking throat. More comedy, lighter tones, and all the trailers are going to give away the best part of the movies. And also, Marvel, who I'm a big fan of, I like their stuff, took 11 years to come up with the Infinity War, all the Infinity Stones. Our big thing in DCU is the Mother Box. We do that in a year and a fucking half and shove it all into this movie. It was rushed. It was rushed. That's all I have to say about it. Totally rushed.
Jeff.
As the Marvel fan, I actually find this story. The thing with Zack Snyder's storytelling, I always catch more the second time I go see it. Man of Steel, I didn't really like the jumpy narrative of Clark growing up. Second time I saw it, I'm like, Jeff, you're a fucking idiot. This is actually really good. BVS, I didn't understand a lot of the plot points the first time. Second time I saw it, I was like, oh, maybe you actually need to take an IQ test because you're an idiot, and he actually gave you everything you needed. This movie has a lot of exposition, but I liked it. It was a little jumpy at times, especially in the first act and a half. But again, I got to give Zack. I'm going to go rewatch it because Zack Snyder has proven me wrong every single time I've thought this. Banner.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of in the middle. I enjoyed the movie. I liked how, being that there were so many characters that we had never met, they gave us just enough to go, okay, I get that these people are together now. I don't understand them, and I don't know why, but I'm buying that they are together. My biggest thing going away from this is actually something that my wife had told me as we were walking out of the theater. She goes, I liked it, but I don't understand the Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg. Like, I want more of that. And I think that kind of sums up the only issue with this movie is that you have those characters that they should have made this movie about 15 to 20 minutes longer and given us a little bit more of each one of those characters and explained to us how they became who they are. That was my only thing. Other than that, I really liked it. It is what it is. The only last thing I got to say is DC needs to stop saying that Marvel has shitty villains because Steppenwolf was kind of weak.
No, Steppenwolf sucked for sure.
So that's all I've got on it, guys. Let's go to a positive note here. Geiger, you've got a best scene though, right? You can find the light at the end of the tunnel of this, right?
Yeah. I'll answer your question with the question. Jeffrey Hornacek, what was your favorite scene from Avengers? Your favorite movie ever?
I mean, it's got to be assembling on the bridge, right?
Right. So my favorite scene of Justice League is when they all wait, that didn't fucking I feel like I'm taking fucking crazy pills. I just saw a fucking Justice League movie and they didn't fucking assemble. So that one can't be picked. This is the world we're fucking living. Blake Shelton's the sexiest man alive, and I just saw a Justice League movie where they don't fucking assemble. So the Momoa entrance scene, I'll pick that. Nope, wait, can't pick that one because Snyder gave it all away in the trailer, and it was fucking worse because it didn't have White Stripes playing behind it. So my third scene is when Clark and Lois fucking meet in the cornfield in Kansas. Their chemistry is still just as terrible as, in Man of Steel. I still don't believe they're in love, but Diane Lane saves it. Cavill and Diane Lane's chemistry, if you've ever loved your mother or whatever, that is fucking perfect. That's the best part of any of these movies. So I'm going to pick that one as the third best scene because my other two didn't fucking happen. Jeff, to you.
Geiger, first to your point, DC, that scene was so great because they fucking earned that. They put in the time. It was like when my ex-wife Rachel finally put out 14 years of dating and finally got in there. DC put the effort in. My favorite scene, I actually kind of like Steppenwolf in this movie. And when he took the mother box from Themyscira, I fucking dug it. And the theater Geiger and I were in had the best sound quality of any theater I've ever been in my life. And I was basically having an orgasm from the bass trembling on me that whole scene. So yes, that probably makes me biased, but that was my best scene. Banner?
My best scene is actually when they were when Wonder Woman was explaining about the mother bots and how there's three and how all the tribes of Earth, all the Amazonians and the Atlanteans all came together to fight Steppenwolf the first time and made him retreat, and how they separated the three bots and hit them. And I thought that was really cool. Yes, it was a lot of exposition, but they were showing us as they told us at the same time, which I liked. It wasn't just two people in a room talking, going, yeah, this is what happens, and you need to know this so that the rest of the movie will make sense. They actually gave us a little action behind it. They teased Green Lantern there, too, which I thought was really, really bitchin'. I thought that was a great scene. I noticed that none of us picked anything from the third act, which is kind of interesting.
I like the third act though. I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
It was
I
fine.
didn't hate it. It was interesting that a best scene didn't come from the third act. Moving right along, guys. Impact on pop culture. Geiger, let's go ahead and just give it to you again.
This really ties into Impact, but the problem with this whole movie is that we didn't get any cool Batman scenes because Batman didn't have anyone to fight because everyone was like a mythological creature. But my Impact, spoilers, guys, spoilers. At the end of the credit scene, Batman's about to get fucking someone to fight. Joe Manganiello was fucking with us. He's in, and he is Slade Wilson, and he's fucking Deathstroke. And DCEU did what they shouldn't have done, and it's fucking perfect because they should have teased Darkseid, which would have threw popcorn at the screen and left, and probably set fire to the theater. But like, that's a rip off of Avengers, even though it's comic book. I know it's way best. They're teaching Legion of Doom. Thank fucking Christ. It's perfect. You got Luthor back in. I think I wanted to see the Joker in that scene, but it might have been too much. Deathstroke v. Bruce Wayne will be perfect. They're the yin and the yang. Those fight scenes will be awesome if they do a Justice League 2 with them. I don't know if Affleck will be Bruce Wayne, but it'll actually have Bruce Wayne in it actually doing fight scenes as Batman. Jeff?
Yeah, man, we got a Justice League movie, and that fucking end credit scene, that's why comic book fans go to movies. I don't know the future of the DCU, but the Legion of Doom, because Marvel's not going to give us the Masters of Evil, that's the way you zig when your competitor zags. Give us something different. I cannot fucking wait for that movie. Banner?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really the only impact that we can do on this because at the end of the day, I think we got what we all expected out of this movie. I think that it was a middle-of-the-road DCE movie. It wasn't as good as Batman vs. Superman. I think that it was kind of on par with Wonder Woman, maybe the same as Man of Steel, maybe a little better, maybe a little worse, depending on what corner you come from. Definitely better than Suicide Squad. So we got what we were looking for, except for the fact that end credit scene put it over the top. So it is. I mean, it is what it is. It's going to make a shit ton of money, and we're going to get.
Man. That's a page right out of Marvel's book. You make a C+ movie a B because of an after credit scene. They did that with a bunch of the Thors. You know, they were okay movies, but the after credit scenes were spot on, which made them better movies.
Yeah, or they just made Dark World, which still sucked dick. Moving right
but the
along.
after credit scene on Dark World was awesome.
Rewatchability. Geiger, are you going to watch this again?
Watching this thing for the first time, there were so many scenes that they told us, not showed us, that I was like, dude, these would be awesome fucking movies. Example, Atlanteans versus Amazons, Barry Allen's dad getting framed, Aquaman being left on his mother's doorstep. There was whenever they tease Penguin in this, I'm like, man, I want to see these movies. I don't want to just hear about them. These movies should have all been made before Justice League was made. But for rewatchability, for me, I mean, we'll do a movie commentary on this for sure, but I won't rewatch as much as BVS or Wonder Woman or even Man of Steel. I mean, maybe once a year. Not very much for me, though. Jeff?
Yeah, and I hope this is one of those cases where DC does give us a more extended version of Blu-ray, because I bet the character stuff gets cut first, man. I bet we have some more Jim Gordon. I bet we have a little bit more Barry Allen. I want to see more of all that stuff. I'm going to see this movie again because I think every Zack Snyder movie I've ever seen has gotten better the second time I watched it. But yeah, they'll get more of my money in some capacity, just not sure what. Banner?
Yeah, I'm probably not going to go to the theaters to see it again, mainly because I'm bled dry because this movie season has just been absurd with Thor and Murder on Orient Express, and then we have Star Wars coming up. But I'll definitely buy it on Blu-ray. Definitely looking forward to doing the commentary, getting a little bit more in depth on some of these thoughts. I'm with you, both of you guys. I'll probably watch it once, maybe twice a year. Moving on, guys. We are the Bro Force Squad podcast. You can catch us on iTunes and YouTube, Bro Force Squad. Go ahead and give us a like on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. We're kind of funny on there, at Bro Force Squad. And don't forget, you can check all of our shit out on www.broforcesquad.com. Until next time, I am Brian Banner. For our enforcer in the paint, Matthew F. Geiger, and the mayor himself, Jeff Hornacek. We'll catch you on the flip side.
I'm the playmaker.
No, you're the mayor because that's what you are on 2K.
They have a league. It's about time we do too. God damn it. Let's go!